Hey guys, welcome back to your channel. This is Ojesh Agrawal, and today we are going to talk about some of the very important questions that many people on the Instagram have asked me. So as I always say towards the end of my video, please follow me on Instagram and just send me your questions related to abroad education, especially Australia, and what are the questions that I need to make a video on so that all my brothers and their sisters can just go look at it and get their doubts solved. So today in this video we are going to solve some of those questions. Let's jump into the video. So in today's video we are going to talk about multiple topics in just one video, and we are not dedicating this video on only one topic because there are many mixed questions that needs to be addressed. So first of all, the thing is, what are the documents of visa? How about the part-time jobs? These things are also going to be included in this video, so please watch this video carefully. Please listen to whatever I say in the video twice or thrice, because there is very less information about the trimester system, about the assignments, about the marks grading system, everything. So please just watch this video very carefully, because I have got one friend who came to Australia 2 days ago and he is having multiple doubts which should have been cleared before he is arriving to Australia. So it means that there are Deakin site, there are multiple portals through which you can get this information if you do the proper research. So please do watch this video very carefully. So first question that we are going to talk about is, what about the part-time jobs over here in Australia? So the first question which came to me was, do part-time jobs or the odd jobs here in Australia needs experience? So it all depends upon the employer. For example, if you are a fresh graduate and you have got no industry experience, for example you want to work in hospitality, so what you can do is you can make a fake experience back in India, which should not be that fake. Means you should have some relation with the employees or the owner or the manager of that place. For example, if you're going to apply in food chain business, you can say that, okay, I have worked in this restaurant back in India, and if they are asking for your reference, you can give them reference that, okay, this is the person whom I worked under and he can refer me to you. So please make sure that even if you are giving fake resumes, you must have that skills, because you're going to be employed for someone's business who is going to pay you money. So you should be a little productive to him, because it will be a mistake otherwise for him to employ you. Like if you are applying for customer service job, you must have good communication skills. It is not just like you're going to give them fake experience that, okay, I've worked in this industry before, but you don't know how to speak your name. So this should not be, these are some of the basic things that please guys just have a look on it. Have just use the thing that, for example, if you are an employer, how will you want a person who is going to be employed under you? How will you want that person to be? So just try to make or shape your part-time resume according to those and include all the skills that is needed for the job. For example, in catering business, if you're applying for jobs, you can say that, okay, I have worked in teams, I have prepared food, I have done food preparations, or I have been assistant to chef. All these things you can include in order to give volume to your resume for the part-time jobs. The next question which came to my Instagram was, what are the things that are needed to be done after immediately arriving to Australia? So I'm giving here this link to video. Please watch this video after the end of this video in the I button, because I have made a dedicated video on what are the things that are needed to be done immediately after you come to Australia. Then the next question is, what does this trimester system over here in Australia mean? So in order to explain this question, I would like to take it from very basic. Please listen to it carefully, because it might be confusing. It was confusing for me, but the thing is, you must know what you're going to do after coming here, right? So back in India we had semester systems. So we had, in 12 months we had 2 semesters, 6 months each. In that we had Christmas holidays, we had summer holidays and everything. But here in Australia, 12 months are divided by 3, which gives 4 months to each trimester, which you can call semester also. Trimester means in 1 year there are 3 semesters. So 3 trimesters of 4 months each. So what happens over here is, for example, if you're coming for a master's degree, you'll have to do around 16 units. Not around, exactly 16 units. So what you can do is, if your visa is for 2 years, so what you can do is, either you can finish off your studies in 4 trimesters, any of the 4 trimesters. For example, you're getting 24 months of visa. So out of those 24 months, either what you can do is you can study for 4 4 4 4, like 4 the 16 months, and rest of the months you will have your holidays. Or what you can do is in every trimester you can take 2 units. Like in one academic year you can take 3 units in the first trimester, 3 units in the second trimester, and 2 units in the third trimester. And why I'm saying this, it is because in order to be an international student and you should be a full-time on-campus student, it requires that you complete at least 8 units in one academic year, and one academic year again is 12 months. So please listen to it again if it is confusing, because it was confusing for me, but this should be clear when you come here. और मैं इसको अगर ट्राइमेस्टर सिस्टम को इजीली एक्सप्लेन करूँ हिंदी में, जो लोग हिंदी में देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि इंग्लिश में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाता है, तो ऐसा सिस्टम है कि भाई 2 साल आपको 24 महीने का वीज़ा मिल रहा है, और जैसा कि मैंने बताया एक ट्राइमेस्टर में 4 महीने होते हैं, तो आपके पास साल में 3 ट्राइमेस्टर हो गए, और आपका 2 साल का कोर्स है मास्टर्स के लिए, तो आपके पास कितने ट्राइमेस्टर हो गए? 3 to 6 ट्राइमेस्टर्स हो गए। तो भाई आप क्या कर सकते हो, आपकी जो 16 यूनिट्स की डिग्री है उसको आप स्प्लिट कर सकते हो, या तो आप 4 यूनिट्स एक ट्राइमेस्टर में लो, तो एक जो साल है उसमें आप पहला ट्राइमेस्टर ले लो और दूसरा ट्राइमेस्टर ले लो, और 4 यूनिट्स 8 यूनिट्स, मतलब आपकी आधी डिग्री एक साल में ख़त्म हो गई। उसी तरीके से आप सेकंड जो ईयर होगा आपका, उसमें भी पहले ट्राइमेस्टर में 4 यूनिट्स ले लो, दूसरे ट्राइमेस्टर में 4 यूनिट्स ले लो, तो ऐसे करके आपकी 16 यूनिट्स की डिग्री खत्म हो जाएगी। पर अगर आपको तीनों ट्राइमेस्टर्स पढ़ना है, ट्राइमेस्टर 1, ट्राइमेस्टर 2, ट्राइमेस्टर 3, तो आप ऐसा कर सकते हो कि आप पहले ट्राइमेस्टर में 3 यूनिट ले लो, दूसरे ट्राइमेस्टर में 3 यूनिट ले लो, और तीसरे ट्राइमेस्टर में 2 यूनिट्स ले लो या 1 यूनिट ले लो। तो उससे क्या होगा, आपका वो स्प्रेड अप हो जाएगा पूरा। तो ये चीज़ बहुत बेसिक है, प्लीज़ ये समझो कि ऐसा सिस्टम होता है यहाँ पे। ऐसा नहीं होता है कि आपको पूरे साल पढ़ते रहना, नहीं भाई। अगर आप ट्राइमेस्टर 3 में कोई यूनिट्स नहीं ले रहे हो तो यू कैन वर्क और यू कैन एंजॉय और यू कैन गो ऑन वेकेशंस ऑल्सो। After we are done with trimester system, let's talk about part-time jobs. So how do I find my first part-time job? So I have made some YouTube shorts. Please have a look on those also, because I share information in clips form. So in order to get a part-time job, what you can do is, for example, if you are going to apply for Domino's or McDonald's customer service job, so what you can do is go on Google, type McDonald's space careers or Domino's space careers, and you just press enter. Then there will be a website of Domino's or whatever food chain you're going to apply. Then they'll have a dedicated link which will say that job opportunities in this particular food chain or anything. For example, in H&M, Myers, wherever you are going to apply, just do this H&M space careers and press enter. So this will give you a web page. Go there and you will have to apply online. Second thing, what many people do is, what you can do is, there are some local shops. What local means, there are shops which are owned by private owners, and they are not owned by multinational brands or something like Myers, H&M. For example, there is one Indian grocery store. So what you can do is take a printout of your resume, which is again free from any university you are going to. Go there, get your resumes printed, and what you can do is walk into that particular grocery store or that shop. Tell them that I'm looking for a part-time job. Tell them what are your experiences. Present yourself properly in front of them. Tell them that I am in need of part-time job. I need to earn money in order to bear my own living expense and everything. Whatever your scenario is, tell them in a very professional manner so that they'll come to know that, okay, this is someone who I want to hire. Bang, you got your first part-time job. So the next question that we are going to discuss about are what are the exams and what are the assignments. So I have made this video which is called Master of Business Analytics detailed video. Please go and watch that video, even though if you're not from Master of Business Analytics or you're not going to pursue that subject or that particular degree. I've briefly explained what is the education system over here in Australia. So in order to tell it in short, for example, there are three systems over here. What you can do is, in first system, you will have an compulsory exam in which there will be 2 to 3 assignments which will comprise your 50% of marks, and then the remaining 50% will be your main exam. So in these kinds of unit, what you have to do is, in order to get pass, what you have to do is out of those 50% from assignments, you have to score around 51, and out of those 50% of the main exam, you have to score around 51%. So it means that you can take it as internals and externals. In internal, like, you want to get more than 50% to get passed, and the same goes for external. Just try to correlate it this way. The second system that happens over here is there are portals of universities in which they give you regular assignments weekly. There are 3-4 assignments, which becomes a little hectic. There are some units in Master of Business Analytics also, there were, which have been removed now. Then the third type of units are in which there are only assignments. There is no exam. So it depends upon which of the units you are going to opt for. Whenever you are going to opt for a unit, just write that unit name and your university's name on Google and just press enter. You will get all information. It's as simple as that. It does not require any much brains to put into, because it's so simple over here. You can just Google anything and you will get everything. The next question that we are going to talk about, what about the medical facilities over here in Australia. So as an international student, whenever you are coming to Australia, or I am hoping to any other country, so you get a medical insurance plan. First, from the bank you're taking loan, and the second plan is for this country. So for this, in case of Australia, is called OSHC, which is Overseas Healthcare for International Student. So in this, you will have to give some premium, and they'll give you a plan. In this, you don't have to give premium every month. You have to just pay it straight away while applying for visa. And what they do is, there are things that they cover in this medical insurance, but there are things that they don't cover. For example, MRI and everything, which cost around more than $400-500 also over here in Australia, like around 25,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees, which is much more than what we had in India about medical facilities. So try to not get some severe disease over here, because medical system is not that good, to be very honest. There is a friend of mine whom I took to hospital at 5 p.m. in the evening because she fell down and she had, I don't know what happened to her, but she was not good. We went into emergency ward, but nothing happens. For straight 7 hours we were just sitting over there. There was another guy, this Punjabi guy. He has been a citizen for Australia for more than 7 years now. His knee was totally dislocated. He was in very pain. He was sitting there for 3 to 4 hours, but nothing happened. So please try to not hurt yourself over here in Australia, because it will give you more pain. There are many stories which I have heard from real people who have been through with the bad experiences in medical sector over here. So please try to be as fit as possible. Consider your health as the most important wealth over here in Australia. Don't just use your body exhaustively. Just try to give your body some time, eat some healthy food, do these things. That will be very good over here in Australia. But in general, or in an overview, medical facilities are expensive and not that good over here in Australia. The next question that I got from a friend of mine was, I have heard that assignments over there are very easy. So I would like to say that welcome to Australia. Experience that and say that. It's, in my opinion, for me, it was not easy. There are 2-3 friends of mine for whom also the assignments were not easy. It requires your time, your patience and everything, because there are some assignments which are released 1 month ago of the, for example, the assignment is due on July of 31st. It will be released 1 month before of that, so that students can attend the lectures and simultaneously do the assignments. Sometimes there are problems that an international student always face. For example, one of my assignments, I forgot to submit it, and I submitted it after 2 days, and in that subject I scored very less. So please make your education the first priority, because it is very expensive. If you fail in one unit, it will cost you around 2.5 lakh rupees again, Indian rupees, or around $5,000, which is very expensive, and it gives you very bad stress. The next question that many Indians ask me, my Indian brothers ask me, is will I get university placements over here in Australia, which For example, TCS, Infosys, these companies come to engineering colleges over there in India. Is the case same over here in Australia? It is not same. There are portals on which this universities upload their job opportunities and everything, but they don't specifically invite a company and say that okay, hire our Deakin student or any other university student. It does not happen over here like this. In order to find an internship, you have to make your own connections. You have to do everything very actively. You have to talk to faculties, because here they don't give placements, to be very frank. Not that I have heard of. How about the grading system? So it all depends upon which unit you have. As discussed, you can have units with assignments, you can have units with weekly assignments, you can have units with examination at the end. So it all depends upon which of the unit are you going to take. As I have told, please, whenever you are opting for a unit, go on Google, type that unit name, write your university's name, press enter. The first web page is which will give you all the information about that unit. The next question that I'm not going to discuss in this video because it will take too long to explain what are the documents for the visa purposes. I'll just tell in short. You will have to get your documents required for visa purposes. You can search it online, you will get it, or I'll make a dedicated video on this, because otherwise this video will take too long. And the next question that I get from many people and a friend of mine who just came to Australia is how to arrange for accommodation just after arrival in Australia. So I would like to say that whenever you are coming to Australia, for example, 20 days before you are coming to Australia, try searching on online websites like Flatmates, Gumtree, Deakin House Me, or any of the accommodation provider from your university, and try booking your own accommodation. You can obviously use your friend's relative's place to stay there, but in a long run, my experience have been bad that it turns out to be a little toxic whenever you're staying with a friend or anyone, because then it feels like you are dependent on them and you're not paying them or something like that. If that's not the case with you, please go with it. But the thing is, as early as possible you have your independent accommodation, you will feel very good over here in Australia, because you will have that freedom to do things that you want to do. If you want to enjoy late night in city, you can go over there, enjoy. If you want to sit at the bank of South Yarra River, you can just sit over there, enjoy a peaceful environment. Just don't restrict yourself by any means. The next question and the last question for this video that we are going to talk about is mathematics very essential for Masters of Business Analytics? So as you guys already know that I have done Bachelor's of Science Mathematics Honors from India. The thing is, I have done Bachelor's of Science from Bharat. So the thing is, for me, things over here are easy because I know a little bit of statistics. I had interest in mathematics from previously, but then again, there are things that you need to do in order to do analytics. Analytics means playing with numbers. So if you don't know about mean, median, mode, if you don't know about standard deviation, how these things work, it will be a little difficult for you. It's not like you cannot do it. You will be able to do it, but you will struggle a little bit more than people like me or people who know coding or Java, Python, everything. So please have a look on these. Whenever you are coming to Australia, do your proper research, or whenever you are going to any country, research on the topics like what are the bilateral relation of your country with that country. It matters a lot. I did that research up in diplomacy and everything. The next thing that you can do is how about the university ranking. The third thing you can do is what about the ranking of the course that you are going to opt for in that university and worldwide. So there are many things that you can research upon. These are some of the simple things that you can do. Then the next thing that comes on research is you can obviously go to websites and check if the course that they are providing, the university is providing, is accredited or not. And with this last question, I would like this video to end, and I would like to shut my mouth now because I've been speaking a lot now. And I hope you guys have a very beautiful day. Please enjoy your life, make a proper decision, do proper research. See you in the next one.
So guys, मैंने ओजस का चैनल कर लिया है हैक. उधर पे देखो फोटो खिंचवा रहे हैं, दिखाता हूँ. देखो फोटो खिंचवा रहे हैं अपनी, और मैंने चैनल कर लिया है हैक. ओजस भाई अपने चैनल को बाय बाय बोलना चाहेंगे?
मैं भाई ये कहना चाहूंगा कि मैं चैनल को बाय नहीं कहूंगा, पर अगर अतीब मेरा चैनल ले रहा है तो मैं ये समझता हूँ कि भाई वो अच्छे से चलाएगा।
बात तो सही है, एकदम सही। चलो गाइस बाय।
मेरे सारे इंडिया के भाइयों, अपनी नैनो से भी एक छोटी गाड़ी दिख गई है मुझे, वो देखो भाई, सफेद गाड़ी।